just did 2 vaccines.
And I don't know if I'm going to be feeling okay, to be honest. So, let's see. It is Thursday today. I know I haven't spoken to you the whole week. Let's just do a quick catch up. This morning, I sent Leonardina to Poland. I organized a bus to take her all the way to Poland. And 2 hours after I have given her away, I packed everything. I prepared Leonardina. I cried for hours. 2 hours later, I get a call from the transporter asking me where's her passport, and I don't have her passport. This is probably so stupid to you. Like, how can you transport an animal without a passport? I generally thought that because it's the EU, she doesn't need one. She's an EU rabbit, so I didn't make one for her. She doesn't have a chip that apparently she needs. I don't even know if it's required or not, but it's not very clear to me in terms of rabbits because the regulations are not as precise as for cats or dogs or more popular animals. And the driver said, I won't take her. I'm bringing her back. So this poor rabbit have gone through a traumatizing experience of being picked up to go to Poland and then to being sent back here. I feel awful about it. I feel awful for her. I feel awful for me because I have been crying for hours about the fact that my rabbit is with strangers in a bus and is going to spend 2 days traveling between France and Poland in a small cage. But I also now feel extremely stupid that I didn't organize it well, that I didn't double check all of the regulations, that I naively thought that I can just pass on the rabbit and it's going to smoothly go through the borders without anyone asking about any documents. It sounds insane. Now that I'm on the other side and I know about this, I'm like, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? What am I going to do with the rabbit? I'm going to Poland in a week. Oh my God. It's a stressful day. I spoke to my mom. My mom has a very particular view on the world, and if there is something that doesn't work out, she always says that it's divine protection. And she called me because obviously she knows that I'm really stressed about it, that I'm sad about the rabbit, that there is just new problems that I need to sort out, that I need to immediately try to get a vet appointment, get this passport, get the chip, but then apparently there is a quarantine after you get some vaccines for the rabbit. So the rabbit is not going to come with me for Christmas, but then I need to organize for someone to take care of the rabbit while I'm not here. She said, there is a reason why your rabbit isn't going with that particular driver. And you know what? That is so true. This is protection. Maybe something bad would have happened to her if she did go, as annoying as it is in terms of organizing this whole thing. And it was my mistake, but maybe I was supposed to make this mistake. Maybe she was not supposed to travel with that particular driver or in that car. God knows. I thought that it's going to be off my plate, but it is very much on my plate. Not only back, but doubled in terms of things that I need to do for it to organize this. I'm exhausted. Apart from the rabbit drama, we're actually very close to getting the admin side done and getting onto the moving process because I have already started doing a little bit of it. I'm sending a package to Poland. What else? Honestly, my list is getting shorter. Obviously, the move is going to be a huge thing in terms of logistics and organization, but admin-wise, documents-wise, gosh, yeah. That's good news for today, which I desperately need. You know what? In support of Leonardina going on her travel training, which is how I would like to look at it now, please leave a rabbit comment in the comment section in sign of support. Thank you very much. Forgetting about the drama for a second, can I brag about my outfit today? I'm completely in love with this blouse and also how the sleeves are peeking through my blazer and how you can see the details right in front. Do you approve? Looking for positive things today. decided to merge last week and this week together because it has been just too much. I was extremely stressed and I'm still extremely stressed. So at least it releases some bits of my stress related to video editing. Last week and this week are going to be strictly organizational days. There's just so much that I need to get done before I fly to Poland this Thursday. Last week, I got 2 vaccines on Monday. I bought and sent my insurance to the EU JPD. I also organized my trip to Brussels because, again, I needed to have train tickets and accommodation. So I have both of these sorted out. This morning, I got an official confirmation for my flying date. So that is quite exciting because at the end of January, I'm going to be arriving in Astana. The big fiasco of last week that I thought is literally going to give me a heart attack was the rabbit situation. She needs at least a certificate that she's in a good, healthy state. So I need to go for an appointment to be able to get that done. So this is what I did today. It's literally Monday, it's 12:15, and I have already gone to the pharmacy to get my vaccine because I'm getting 2 this afternoon. I went to the vet with Leonardina to get her certificate and to also get some herbal things that are going to make her feel relaxed during the journey. I also went to the post office to run some returns. I also need to send my package to Poland. I have actually 2 because it didn't fit in one. So now I'm sending 2. I just need to leave it at a certain spot and then they'll take it and deliver it all the way to my town, which is fantastic. Which, by the way, Mondial Relais, or however you pronounce it, is actually owned by Inpost, which is Brzoska's company. And this guy is a Polish entrepreneur that honestly is changing how Europe looks like. I used to send packages to Poland. It was so expensive. And literally each package that I am sending now that is up to 25 kilos is literally 12.70. Yes, 12.70 euros. That's insane. And it comes within a week. It's basically easier for me to send a package than to take a big luggage with me while I'm traveling. So this is something that I'm sending now. Then we're going to get my vaccine at the doctor's, and I have an I already networking event. I have already organized one event. It was so nice to be able to see you in person. Something that I personally struggle with our community is that it's all online, and I do it purposefully so that anyone from any place in the world can join us. You see, I come from a very small town and I always felt isolated from people that I wanted to be friends with or I wanted to connect to. I am beyond excited for this event because it's going to be small. We're going to have around 20-25 people, but I want to make it very intentional, a really warm, welcoming space for everyone to open up about their insights, knowledge, their dreams. I just want to create this bridge environment for everyone to get useful information, practical tips, and some networking connections. I am preparing a networking exercise and also a group exercise after that, but the group exercise is actually a surprise. So people are going to find out when they come. I've already prepared little pieces of paper I'm going to show you later with some questions on it. I need to finalize the rest of them, but I'm very excited about the event. And for the event, I have a dress code of Kazakhstan's flag. And for the dress code, gosh, that's so exciting. I have 2 colors that I have asked everyone to wear, either something blue or yellow, just to celebrate the fact that I'm going to Kazakhstan, you know? Then I thought about it and I was like, gosh, do I even have anything yellow or blue? But I do. And I wanted to show you my 2 options for the event today. First is this stunning, absolutely stunning vintage blazer, totally in silk. And I absolutely adore this. And this is very much, well, maybe not perfectly the color of the Kazakh flag, but still absolutely perfect. I just love this. It's short, it has puff sleeves, so that's one of the options. And I think this is going to be my preferred option. And then the second option is a muted yellow blouse. And I really love the details. I just love a frill. This is the type of blouse that would look really nice with black trousers. I don't think I can combine both of these. I mean, yellow and blue, which it looks perfect on the Kazakh flag. I'm not sure if that would look great on an outfit. I'm not going to lie though, I am a bit tired of just running around and constantly being stressed about all of those practical logistical matters. So I'm really looking forward to just going to Poland for Christmas, being able to celebrate, rest a bit. I don't know, this December, I feel like there's just too much going on, you know? Something that I really want to do is to meditate. Oh my gosh. After I spend another half an hour dealing with some stuff, I'm going to sit down and meditate because honestly, my stress levels are through the roof and I need it. Like, I need it because I feel like my hair is going to fall out. I'm going to have a heart attack and I will not even get to Christmas. I'm sorry, these diplomatic preparations log aren't very exciting and aren't as entertaining and stress-free as I would love for them to be. But again, I'm just showing you the realities of this is my life and my current situation. And maybe your experience moving to a new country would be less stressful than mine. And I wish you that. But for me, currently, all this is pretty intense. Oh, one more thing that I forgot to say is that I have also booked my DELF-BD exam last week for the 14th of January. So I'm going to pass the French exam, first the written test, then the oral one. So again, you're going to join me on that adventure. Okay, let's do some stuff so that I feel less stressed, and then we're going to meditate together. Let's meditate for a little bit. That made me feel better. I feel much calmer now. Now I feel like I'm ready to get back to my to-do list. I've been making cards, handmade cards with questions for our I Already networking events with a little gift, a sticker for your laptop or your notebook or whatever you want. Every card has a set of questions and the questions are different and they are deep type of questions. So I really hope that it's going to support a deep conversation between participants, even if or particularly if they don't know each other. So yeah, it's quite cute. I still have a couple of them to go. I have half of them done. Yeah, that's all right. And honestly, it has been a really nice meditative process. And I don't know if it's because I did a meditation right before, so I feel very calm, or is it a really nice calming way of preparing for the event. But I'm really enjoying writing each question and thinking about what kind of effect it's going to have on the connection between people, even if they don't know each other. So it's been cute preparing them. I also have I Already networking event name tags. So I'm going to take a pen so that everyone can add their name on it, and maybe an international organizations if they want to, but they don't need to, because again, this event, as much as it is for people who want to have an impact and people who work in an international organization or want to work in international organizations and NGOs, it is not about our job titles. It is very much about what impact do we want to have, who we are as people, how do we see to improve the system, and so on and so forth. So while obviously it's for a particular type of people who do work in international organizations, it's not about our job titles. I hope it makes sense. All right, I'm going to continue for a couple more minutes because then I need to send 2 packages to Poland and then I need to go to get my vaccine done. 2 vaccines today. So yeah, it's a busy day and I hope I'm going to feel okay, because the first time I did the vaccine, my arm had really badly for 3 days. And then last week I did 2 vaccines and I didn't have any side effects. I was completely fine. So I really hope that today I'm not going to feel bad before my event. So this is going to be really fun because both of these are broken. So it's going to be extremely annoying to send these packages. Let's go. I am so late for my doctor. It's literally embarrassing at this stage. When I arrive, it's going to be probably 40 minutes late. And I'm so thirsty. I needed to get a bottle of water. Tiny lift. What a busy day. Let's get this done and then have fun during the event. I missed the button. So I need to open them anyways now for my vaccine. The vaccine is done. 2 vaccines today.
You know what I realized? I realized that we both had vaccines today. We're united in the same experience. You didn't like yours, did you? She was not great at the vet. She bit me. She was trying to run away. It was very sad. But it was also so cute because as I was holding her, she was just licking my fingers and I felt bad for her. You are so soft. This is my greatest anti-stressor. She was so nice to hug. She wants to go now. Okay, thank you. All right, let's meditate. My meditation today is going to be watching the sunset to my favorite slow classical music, or maybe a waltz. I'll see.
The event that I organized went really well. It's amazing to be able to create a community online, but it just becomes so much more real when I get to meet you and also hear how you found out about I already, why you're a part of the community, what brought you to the event as well. And it was honestly so nice to be able to gather people from so many different stages, international organizations, and just to see people interact. We even had a participant who has previously purchased the online course for international organizations and NGOs, and he came to Paris from Ljubljana in Slovenia to the event. Honestly, I was speechless. That's crazy to me, but also shows how much dedication each of you has to develop your career, make relevant networks, and dedicate yourself to making an impact. So it felt really special to welcome every single one of you and to get to know you in person and just to have a lovely evening together. I'm flying to Poland tomorrow, and I don't know, it just feels like every end of December comes, everything feels last minute and just so stressful. And on top of that, we are all so tired after all the intensive months. But I don't know, I just feel so emotionally exhausted, not physically exhausted, although that plays a part too, but just emotionally exhausted. I just feel that recently has been a lot, like the move and all that comes with its own emotions. Today, it's a special day. Why? We're sending Leonardina to Poland. I have all of the documentation, I have her cage and the travel carrier ready to go. And we are now waiting for the driver to come and take her. I am way less stressed than the last time that I was sending her. I think doing it for the first time was extremely emotionally exhausting and engaging. But this time I kind of saw that she was fine. You know, she came back. Of course, she was a bit stressed, but she was fine. She was happy to just like get out and run around. She was a bit angry, but she forgave me pretty fast. I think she's going to be okay. I realized that one of my worries was that her previous carrier was too small for her, and I got her a bigger carrier where she can very comfortably lie down. It's big enough for her to just have a little bit more space. So I hope that she will be able to move around, and I have installed everything, water, food, all of that. It's a super busy day because I have 4 client sessions from in an hour or so. So it's going to be intense. And then I'm not packed for tomorrow, but honestly, it's fine. I have already sent a package with Christmas gifts. So the things for Christmas are sent, you know. You see, something that I have also identified as like a really big thing this year is that I constantly feel late, rushed, not meeting the deadlines. And the problem is that I just take too much. I just take too much thinking that I can do all that without actually realizing how much more time it takes than I think it does. So one of my biggest commitments for next year is to do less. It's hard for me. I don't know if you're the same, but I just have so many ideas. I want to help as many people as possible. So I come up with different projects that target different people's needs at different stages of their careers. But then very often at the end of the day, I give all of my energy away and I don't have anything left for me, or even in terms of my own self-development, my own mental health. It's been kind of hard balancing that, because of my overcommitment. And I'll need to stop because it is not sustainable. I'm going to have a full-time job where it's going to be intense. It's going to require me to be very much engaged and also learning a lot for the job. This is where my volunteering hours go, you know? On one side, being sad about the fact that I'm going to close some aspects of I already, but on the other hand, feeling like I'm going to get myself back. I don't know if that makes sense. What a long rant, and I didn't even have a sip of this coffee. Leonardina is currently running around. I want her to run as much as she can before she sits in her carrier for quite a prolonged period of time. So she's happy. She has no idea. I keep telling her, but obviously she does not understand. Let's do some video editing before preparing for my coaching sessions. Leonardina is going to get picked up in 10 minutes. Oh, and now I feel bad for her. Yeah, I'm beginning to be sad and worried. Like, you know, I have this nervous feeling in my stomach thinking about giving her away, but I do have a really nice big bag here with everything ready, with her water, with some snacks. I just hope she's going to have a nice time. Is that too much to ask? Let's hug her for the last time. Okay, I feel like she knows what's going on because she doesn't want to come. I need to do 2 tours to be able to get all of her stuff down. So I think I'm going to put outside the big cage that's going to go at the back, and then I'm going to bring her separately so that it's a little bit less stressful, because the guy is supposed to come at 2, and at 2:15 I start a session with a client, and then I have a session at 3:15 right after. With drivers, there is so much traffic, it's Paris, you never know. So I just want to be ready and like make it as smooth as possible. She was running away from me. I think she knows what's going on. Baby girl, we're going to see each other for Christmas.
Oh, I know, it's not nice. Brave bunny.
Oh my gosh, I just gave Leonardina away, but it's 1:15, so I'm rushing for my session. Oh, you know what? In a way, it's good that I have this session right after I gave her away, because I was about to cry, but I was like, I don't have the time. I don't have the time to cry. Maybe I'll cry this evening or tomorrow on the plane. I don't know. She's supposed to get to Poland tomorrow evening, ideally. Oh my goodness. I didn't even get to take my jacket off after coming back, and I still have shoes on because I literally ran for that session, and then I had a session right after my first session. Now I have 10 minutes of a break, goodness me, and then I have 2 back-to-back sessions again. So I'm preparing a matcha because I'm not going to lie, I'm getting tired. I love coaching so much, but it really takes a lot out of you because you give as much as you can. You know what's good about this? I forgot about my rabbit for all this time because I focused on someone else and their problems, dreams. So in a way it's good. I'm in a good mood, and I think I'm only going to cry a bit later. I think it's going to be difficult waking up tomorrow, and also cleaning her playground because I have an area for her where she has a lot of boxes and toys. I send the toys together with her, but the rest of the things I need to still tidy up. And then after my sessions, I need to pack. I already checked in for my flight. It's already 4 p.m. I'm just going to have my matcha and let's do 2 last sessions.